Good evening. This is Scott Burst coming at you with the Klown Minute, sponsored by no one. I'm sorry that I hadn't been vlogging. That's video plus blog for a while. Having a 4-year-old who keeps you busy and something called a job will keep you busy. But anyway, seriously though, I want to touch upon what Kobe Bryant said the other day, actually a couple of days ago, when he mentioned that in regards to Trayvon Martin's memory, he was asked a question for a New Yorker article about his thoughts on the Miami Heat's paying tribute to Trayvon Martin at the time of his murder. Well, Bryant said, and I'm actually paraphrasing, I have the exact quote in front of me, that he doesn't feel it has to go a certain way just because he's African American, or feel a certain way about something just because he's African American. And while I understand his sentiments, and actually I follow those sentiments, but and also, my dad always used to say black people are not sheep, so I tend to agree with that as well. But the use of Trayvon Martin as an example, I thought was nothing short of clumsy, and actually I thought it was irresponsible, basically because of the circumstances surrounding the young man's murder. Basically he was profiled by some wannabe night watchman, and here we are. For a person who's been profiled before, and probably going to be profiled again, unfortunately, it seems I was offended by what Kobe said, and just because he used Trayvon Martin as an example. I mean, I would have been cool with him if he would have used something like, I don't know, the Duke lacrosse case as an example. If he wants to go real old school, like Tawana Brawley, who in the late 1980s, she had falsely accused 2 white dudes of raping her in New York City, in Central Park, and that's what also introduced us to Reverend Al Sharpton. He made his mark on that, when he marched through New York City in response to her false accusation, and we could go on and on. And some black people would say, go as far as the Gen 6, believe it or not. Why, I do not really understand, but some blacks disagree with that. Some blacks disagree with what Michael Vick did in his dog fighting case. A lot of black folks, well, most black folks, I should say, thought that Vick didn't do anything wrong. The favorite, the prevailing quote was, "They're just dogs. Dog fighting is a crime. It's a felony, and if you cross straight borders like he did, it becomes a federal crime." But I digress. The point of the matter is, while I agree with Kobe's sentiments, while I do agree that black people are not and should not be sheep, I thought that the Trayvon Martin example was a very bad one, and he just needed to stick to basketball. So anyway, that's just my take. I know a lot of you may disagree with that. A lot of you think that Kobe was spot on, and there's some others out there who may think he's a sellout, which I think is too strong of a term for anybody, but be that as it may, that's just the way it is. So keep tuning in next time. This is Scott Burke signing out. Time to eat some snacks. Go 6 and peace out.